Hello. My losing stocks for September 2025. So the stocks we highlighted are stocks that we purchased for swing trading purposes and we have not sold them yet. So the first one that we are losing money on, the one that I didn't highlight, are dividend stocks. We purchased them in 2023 or prior to that for dividend income purposes, but then after when they become positive, we just sell them to liquidate those out, but we still have some in the portfolio. But we are going to focus on stocks we purchased for swing trading purposes, and we have unrealized losses in them. So the first one is AJG. So AJG, we purchased it around this trend line here. We are using think of swing platform. We are using maximum daily chart. So we purchased it around the valley of the mountain. They pull back and start going up from there, but you can see where we bought it. Let me zoom for you to see it. So let's see where the arrow is. So we purchased it somewhere here. So it pulled even lower than that and start going up from there. But yesterday, today is September 27, 2025, and yesterday, Friday, the price dropped. The price is red. That means the price at the end of the day was lower than the price in the morning when the markets open. So, and compared to where we bought it before, you know, we have some loss there, unrealized losses there. So the arrows at the bottom just shows where we bought it. The next one is AMAT. AMAT, we purchased it in 2024. We have not sold it yet. So AMAT, we purchased it right at the top of the mountain and it pulled back. So this is the line that we like to buy at the valley line. But when it reached it, we didn't buy more because we didn't include this stock in our 2025 watch list. Is not in it. So, but we didn't sell it at a loss either. We traded using short upturn and swing trading strategy in 2024. The arrows at the bottom shows where we bought. The arrows at the top facing down shows where we sold. And then we bought it again, and that trend ended and it pulled back to the valley line and started going up from there. But it's nowhere near where we bought it. So we have unrealized loss on that. The next one is AME. So AME, AME, okay, let's try it again. AME. Okay, so let's see. Let's come back to that. So AMGN, we purchased it there as well in 2024, and it has been on the drop ever since. I think it's still going down, probably trying to go down to this trend line, the valley line, before decided to go up. So it's not on its way going up yet. So maybe it's done. It's working on the drop side of the mountain going to the valley line. So we got stuck in it. So now let's go back to AME again. Okay, clearly I'm not sure what is going on here. No, not that one. AME. Anyway, we're not going to dwell on it. So the next one is BLDR. It did show BLDR. It showed that to us earlier though, before it start saying those things about it. Okay, so BLDR, we purchased a few times in 2024 and bought it again right at the tip, and it was done with it. So it's on its way going down. In fact, it touched base close to the valley line, went up, pulled back to it. So and still going up there. So it's pretty much around the valley line, getting ready to start going up. So it'll be a while before it reach us where we got stranded. So for the time being, we got stuck in it. The next one is CMG. CMG. Okay, so we bought it, it pulled back on us, went up, we sold it. So around here we bought it again, but guess what? It was done. So and it pulled back down and is at the valley line and the line that we like to buy. So maybe we might buy some more here, but for the time being, we have unrealized loss in it because the price is lower than what we paid for it last time. So the next one is DHI. Excuse me. So DHI, we purchased it right at the tip, and it was done with that trend. Pull back to the valley line. We didn't buy some more, and from there it started going up. And it's still far from where we bought it last time. So we got trapped in that trade. So the next one is FDS. FDS. So FDS, we can see that we bought it few times using short up launching trading strategy in 2024. We bought it again and the price dropped. In fact, the price is way down. So even below, well below the support line that we trade. So we are going to go to maximum monthly chart to see what is going on. We might have a bigger. So clearly it's going to this line here. Let's activate it. Yeah, exactly there. That just tells us that this is the valley of the mountain. Again, I don't trade with news or anything like that. So therefore, and I'm not even analyzing the business. So, but for this drop though, I don't know if this is just a high here that is not usual, or is unusual for that stocks. I'm not sure, but that's quite a bit of a drop here. But again, we got stuck in it. But those are instances that a stock could easily bankrupt on you. So this will go is more closer to here though. But so this drop here is not usual, and so I won't choose this as a valid line to buy. And technically, based on this, I may not even buy more of it and just hold on to that one. If it goes back up from there, that's great. If it does not, then we could lose money on that. So let's go back to maximum daily chart. I usually just don't sell it at a loss, but if we were to sell it at a loss, this will be the loss that we'll have in it. We just keep it there and see if it'll turn around. So FI, but because of that drop, I think that value line is just too low, not stable enough for me to buy there. I think it's just too low for my taste. So I'll just hold on to what I have in my portfolio and see from there. So FI is the second one now. The next one, FI. So FI, we purchased at the valley line and is going down. So seems like we got in a little bit too early. Even though it was making new highs there, higher lows there, I think we got in a little bit early. So it's still going down after we made that purchase. So, and believe we made that purchase this month. So far, yeah, we have some loss in there as well. FICO is the next one, and FICO we purchased it higher up. Last year it was done, went to the valley line, continue up a little, down a little bit, and start going up, and we purchased some there. But it seems like, depending on how much we pay for it, it's a little bit lower than that right now. So here is where we bought it. So that's the arrow is pointing at that bar, and you can see that because it closed at a negative, it closed low yesterday, so we have some loss there. But again, we have loss on this, and we purchase it again here, and we'll wait until it's higher up past this before we sell it. So where we have most loss is the first purchase. So that is, again, we have that loss there. So GWW is the next losing stock. So GWW, we purchase it around this line, this support line, which is more like the upside mountain support line, and then it pulled back to the valley line. We bought it again, but it seems like it's not done leaving the valley line yet. It went up, went down, below it, went up, went down again. So it seems like it's staying there for a while before taking off. But we have those purchases, and even in, I think there is a little loss on this one, but there is definitely the loss is on this purchase here. So, and that is the total losses there, unrealized loss. The next losing is IT, and IT we purchased it higher up. No, was it? I don't think we, I think we purchased it higher up. No, we purchased it there, we sold it there. Okay, so and then it came here and we purchased it again, but guess what, it went all the way down to this line, just like what FDS is doing. And I thought about buying some more, and then at the same time I decided not to buy some more, because again, it was not really a lower level that I wanted to buy at, but it seems to be going up from there. We will see how it does, but we got trapped in it here, there. If we go to monthly, maximum monthly, we can see it. So this is the line is it touch base with and start going up from, and this is the one that we bought it at. So we will see how it plays out. For the time being, we are stuck in it. So that will be the IT. So the next losing is LEN, and we bought it in 2024. We purchased it and it went down and start going up from there. So, but again, we are stuck in it for the time being. The next one is LLY. We purchased last year and this year. Okay, so we purchased it last year, so we got it there and it was done going up, and it's on its way down before it will start going up from there. So we will stay in it for a while. So the next one is Lowe's. We purchased it last year as well, and again we purchased it higher up. It pulled back and start going up from there, but again is lower than what we pay for it. so we'll be stuck in it for a while. Let's see the losers that we have. MPWR. So MPWR, we purchased it higher up there. It pulled back to the valley line and start going up from there. Yesterday the price went down, but I think at some point we made a little profit there, but then it pulled back. So yeah, it's right around where we bought it right now. From the valley line, it reached where we bought it, but again we have some losses there for the time being. The next one is MSI. And I think we purchased it last year, 2024, and it pulled back, you know, after purchasing it multiple times, 2024, and sold it multiple times. We bought it again, it pulled back, start going up from there. It has been on the drop side though, on a pullback this week, but we will see. For the time being, we are trapped in it. So the next one is NVR. NVR, I think we purchased it last year and this year. We have not sold them yet. So we purchased in 2024 right at the top after trading it multiple times last year. We purchased it, and guess what? That trend ended. It pulled back to the, I'm considering this a valley line here. It pulled back to that valley line. We bought it again, pulled back down a little bit, make us negative there, and then start going up from there. So we could be positive in this one, and we are. The date is on the x-axis and the price is on the y-axis. So when I put my mouse here, you can see the price equivalent to that bar where the arrow is compared to where the price is right now. And the price went up on Friday, so we have a green bar there, but this one we still have a loss in it, so it'll take some time for us to get to that point. So for the time being, we have some unrealized loss there. So the next one is PCAR. So PCAR, we purchased it, okay, we purchased it right at the tip in 2024. When it pulled back to this line, we purchased it again, but that was not the valley line, because it pulled back to this purple line and start going fluctuating from there. But it seems like it's still going down, so we are going to keep an eye on it. We like to buy some more, but since it touched base with the valley line, that we like to enter the trade, but doesn't seem like it's ready to start going up from there. Now let's see, we have a green bar yesterday, okay, and a little bit of gap up there too, so we'll see. Otherwise it's going sideways, but for the time being we are trapped there. So the next one is RGN. REGN, I think that's what that is. So we bought it last year few times, and we bought it again right after the new high. It was done with it, so right now is way down. Let's see, I didn't have any valley line trace for it, so let's go to maximum monthly chart and we can trace it. Let's see, we are going to be touching the valleys of the mountain. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, seems to me that this could be the valley line. In that case, I can make a purple, but that is quite a bit of drop though after years of going up. So we can trace this point. It won't even matter, but see those how much lows. When I'm tracing this low, I like to connect the first two and then go from there. So now we can go back to maximum daily chart to see if we can see those lines. And yeah, it touch base with it and start going up from there. So if it's done, if that's a valid line for it, so maybe it start climbing up, but it'll be a while before it reach where we bought it. For the time being, it's negative in the account. So ROST is the next one. And ROST, we purchased it earlier this year. It pulled back, went up, pulled back, and started going up. So we got trapped in it. It's closer to where we bought it, but yeah, a little close to it. But we still have some loss there. So the next one is RPM. So RPM, we purchased it in 2024 and it was done going up, went down close to the value line and start going up from there. So we'll see if it's done going down and is on its way up, but still it's going to take a while before it reach us. So for the time being, is losing in our portfolio. We have unrealized loss there. So let's see if we have some more. Yeah, we have one more. WSO. We could have purchased it last year. Yeah, we purchased in 2024. The dotted line delimit the year. So 2024 is here, 2025 is here. So we purchased in 2024, has been on the drop, in the pullbacks, in the downside of the mountain, going to the valley line before it will start going up. Maybe when it reaches and start going up from there, we might buy some more. We will see. If we purchase a few times, make money on it in 2023, 2024, multiple times swing trading it. In 2023, we bought it for dividend income purposes at the 52 weeks low and sold at 50 weeks high. And then 2024, we purchased it using short option and swing trading strategy, purchase, sold, and so forth. And we purchased it again and got stuck in it. So when it reached the value line and start going up from there, we might get some, we might purchase some as well. But in the meantime, we are negative in it until it surpasses where we bought it before. So this conclude the losing stocks in our portfolio, and some of them are now in our 2025 watch list. They were in 2000, they will be in 2024 watch list, and some of them from 2024 we purchased them, but we sold them when they became positive, and some of them they are not positive yet for us to sell them. So let's see if the AME change its mind. No, it still does not show it to us. So okay, but WSO, and those are the reality, you know, stocks that we purchase, and but it didn't go as we planned. We made money on them in 2024 using the short option and swing trading strategy, and we purchased them again, some of them again, and that trend ended. It decided to go down to, you know, to create the downside of the mountain, and it has not gone up from there for the time being, because we do not put a stop loss when we trade, and we do not like to sell our stocks at a loss. For the time being, they are negative in our portfolio, and some of them were negative before and became positive. We sold them. So I just like to keep them like investment type in the portfolio. To use that strategy though is very important. You are cautious about the stocks you are picking, so that if you are holding on to it, there is a chance that it will become positive for you to sell, because there is a chance that some of them could bankrupt on you. One example would be BLDR. It could bankrupt on us. It's still in the portfolio. Another one that sold our stocks at a loss for us is Walgreens. So, and pay us what it was worth back then when they sold it. So we have some money back, but we lost money on it. So if we go to our record for Walgreens, we pretty much record we bought in 2023 for dividend income purposes, reinvest some dividend, and if we go to 2025, when it sold it for us, we didn't sell it, but it sold itself. So again, I didn't try to figure out with the news or with the company what the issue was, but yeah, we will have about 500 or so loss there, 525 loss there. So those can happen, and that is a realized loss, is a natural loss. So just keep that in mind, that by holding on to the stocks, most of them, if they are good stocks, most of them will become positive. You will sell them, but there is a chance that some of them could bankrupt on you as well. But that is the game of the trade or something like that, and it just allows us to learn from our mistakes and keep improving the strategy we are using, keep improving what we are doing, and go from there. So that's why it's important you start small, and once you find stocks that work well with the strategy you are using to increase your profits, you just increase the number of shares you are buying. Thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. We thank you very much. You all that subscribe to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, creator of Liberman Consulting L.L.C YouTube channel, and in Sept.com, our blog. On our channel and on our blog, we share different ways to save money and different ways to make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your family. And swing trading is one way to make money. Just that small. We can try to see how many there are that we are losing money on. I'm not going to include the dividend stocks in them. We are going to focus on stocks we pick for swing trading strategy. Let's make sure we don't miss any. And that total to $16,064.19. That is our unrealized loss on those stocks. So that is just to share with you the realistic side of swing trading. and we started in 2024, and we are doing in 2025 as well. Thank you so much for your time. For more of swing trading related videos, will you please check the playlist links in the video description. Thank you.